gosh. This guy just jumped in front of me and kept running.
Oh, good. Okay. So exciting. We have 2 more sections to do. We have section 5, and then we have section 6, which I split into 2 parts, and then that's the end of the chapter. So our test is going to be next week sometime. Oh, yes. So exciting. And today is all story problems. Even more exciting.
All square problems?
Story problems. Okay, not square. Okay. It's going to be fantastic.
No.
So if they ask you to write a linear model, basically they just want a model that represents the story problem. Okay, so we have 3 different ways to write the equation of line or a linear model. One way is slope-intercept form. Which is what? Okay. We also have point slope form, which is
Y equals x.
okay. And then last but not least, the not so fun one, standard form. Anybody remember what that one is?
Ax plus b y equals c.
So, based on like the information that they give you in the story problem, you have to decide, does information fit the slope-intercept form, point slope form, or standard form? Okay. So, if you're trying to figure this out, most of the times you want to try and figure out the rate of change in the story problem first. And the rate of change is always the slope. So either they say it's like something that's increasing or decreasing. Most of the times when you find rate of change, there's a word per with it. So if you see like 5 miles per hour, that is how fast I'm increasing or going my rate of change. Okay, just because it has the word per. Okay, so if you ever see that, that number is representing your slope. And once you know that, you know you either go on slope-intercept form or point slope form. There's some information that's giving you the y-intercept or a point. If they don't give you the slope, then you know it's automatically going to be standard form. So we have 3 examples, one for each linear model that we're going to do today. All right, we got a toy company. Yes. So from 1986 to 1999, a toy company had an increase in sales of 100 stuffed animals by 900 per year. In 1996, the company sold 17,000 of the stuffed animals. Write a linear model for the number of stuffed animals sold y. Let t equals 0 represent the year 1986. So let's piece out the information that we're given. Okay, so 900 per year. So you see the word per, that tells me it's a slope. So I'm just going to make a note, n is 900. Okay, so this is just telling you what variables you have to use. Y and t instead of y and x. Same thing. But this is the other information that they give us, and I need to figure out, since I have this slope, I'm either doing slope-intercept form or point slope form. So is this the y-intercept, or is this a point? How can I figure that out? So you think 17,000 is the y-intercept. Y-intercept is always like your starting value. Okay, so what's my starting year? 1986. So do I have the number of stuffed animals for 1986, since that's my starting year? No. So I don't have y-intercepts, but I know 1996 I have a certain amount of stuffed animals. So this is actually a point because my year is not the starting year. If that makes sense. It's not starting point for a y-intercept. So I can write this information as an order pair. 17,000 is my y value, but I need to figure out what my x value is or t value is based on this whole t equals 0 represents the year 1986. So if 0 is 1986, what year represents 1996? 10, because 1996 is 10 years after 1986. So with this lovely story problem, I have the slope, I have a point, so I can write it in point slope.
Y minus 17,000 equals 900 x minus 10.
Okay. I didn't specify what form I want it in, so it's a linear model. I'm going to say that. If you want to rewrite it to slope intercept form or standard form, go right ahead. But I don't need to. Okay. I think these ones are like the hardest ones doing the point slope way. Just figuring out the point is kind of interesting. Okay, part B. Predict the number of stuffed animals sold in the year 2004.
We go by 10.
Yeah, so basically 2004, I want to figure out what t value is with 2004. So just like we did in the 1996 was 10 years after 1986. 2004 is how many years after 1986?
18.
All right.
I would guess so. Because you add 10 by 86 each time that you have a minus this to equal 2007. So 2006.
Yeah, I follow that. Okay, so 2004 minus 1986 is 18. So then I could plug this guy right in there. So x value or t value. And we're going to solve it. 1 minus 17,000 equals 900. 18 minus 10. We want to solve for y. What would you like to do first? Okay. And now what? Which is 8 times 9 is
8,000. No. Oh, 9. 7,000.
and then yeah, so y is by itself. Yes, we're adding. Oh gosh. That's not really that legible. That's okay. 7,200 plus 17,000 is
24,200.
And then what's my label for this? Stuffed animals. So that's how many animals that we think we're going to sell in 2004. Sounds like a lot to me. But that's fine. Not so shabby, right? Here we go. Next one. You release a helium balloon attached to 500 feet of string on a windless day. The balloon climbs upward at a rate of 7 feet per second. You release the balloon at time t equals 0. Identify the slope and y-intercept, and then write a linear model. Yeah, because that's the word for again, so 7. Y-intercept is
7.
okay, so basically my y-intercept is like the moment I release the balloon and how high up my balloon is when I release it.
0.
Yeah, so we could write the order pair like at 0 seconds my balloon is 500 feet high. which that is, I don't know, so the initial height of my balloon is 500 feet. So that string is pretty darn long. Kind of crazy. Just to let you know. So if I have a slope of my intercept, I can write the equation line super easily.
Y minus 500
No, I don't need that. I'll write slope intercept form.
7 times 0. Or x plus 500.
Just plug it into y equals mx plus b. There's my linear model. There's my slope and y-intercepts. Done and done. Are we okay with that one? Nah. You don't like the 500 feet. No, sorry. No, join the club. I wanted to release the balloon at 0 feet. That's what I thought. First period. Are you done? Okay. So, last but not least, option 3. You're in charge of buying fruit cups and yogurt for the school picnic. Box of fruit cups costs $4 and box of yogurt costs $3. You have $48 to spend. Write an equation that models the different combinations of boxes of fruit cups and yogurts you can buy. So, do we have a rate of change in this case? So, do we see the word per?
No.
No. So, I don't have a slope. So, that would automatically mean we're going to write it in standard form. The standard form looks like ax plus by equals c.
4
Okay.
plus 3 and y equals 4.
Yeah. So, in standard form, you should always be equal to your total. I have a total of $48 to spend, so that's my C. The other ones could have been either or, it could be 3x plus 4y, it doesn't matter. But it actually works out nice because y is going to represent yogurt. If I can spell yogurt right. Okay. Yep. And we're going to use it to fill out the table. Oh. So fruit cups is which variable, x or y?
Y. Oh wait, no, s.
Dx. So here's my equation. We have 4 times 0 plus 3 times y equals 48.
You have to solve all of them?
Yeah, I have to do all of them. Start with 0.
So it's 3y divided
I heard 16. And then I could do the next one, plug in party.
12. 12 minus 40. 12. 6.
No.
24. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at like 24 as yogurt.
No. Minus 24.
20. Oh. 8.
Okay, so that looks like a lot of fun, right? Okay. Could, once you figure out your table, since my fruit cups are increasing by the same amount, that means my yogurts are decreasing by the same amount. 4 then 0. So they're decreasing by 4 every single time. So you kind of make that assumption. Do not do the rest of them.
Oh, but could you just like not solve any of them because the fruit cup is just increasing by 3, and that's how much the like yogurt was, and the yogurt was decreasing by 4, and that's how much the fruit cup was.
I mean, kind of them. I don't think it would work like that every single time.
I don't know. It was decreasing.
Yeah. I mean, it's based on like the slope, so I don't know. If it was going up by 1, it'd be more complicated. Since it's going up by 3, so it's easier. Because there is a slope. Make the slope of like -3/4 or something. And that's why it's like that. Okay. See, you still have 20 minutes to do your homework assignment. Story problems.